Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey everyone. Uh, Today we talk about gender disparity in education. Okay, the list of contents is there are introduction, cause of gender disparity in education, access to education, quality of education, impact on literacy and employment, government and policy intervention, and the last is conclusion. Okay, first is introduction. What is gender disparity? Okay, gender disparity in education refers to the unequal access, opportunities, and achievements in learning between males and females. This form of inequality is deeply rooted in social, cultural, and economic structure. While significant global progress has been made in recent decades, the gap remains visible, particularly and in rural, marginalized, and low-income communities. Education is not merely about acquiring knowledge. It is a fundamental human right that enables individuals to develop their potential, make informed decisions, and contribute meaningfully to society. When girls are excluded or limited in their educational opportunities, it not only affects their own futures, but also limits the potential of entire communities and nations. The importance of addressing gender disparity cannot be overstated. Equal education empowers both genders to contribute equally to economic growth, innovation, and governance. Countries with greater gender equality in education tend to have higher GDP growth rates, lower poverty levels, and stronger democratic institution. However, in many places, societal norms and systemic barriers still hinder the achievement of true educational equality. This makes the issue not just a matter of fairness, but a crucial driver for long-term national development and social stability. Okay. Next is causes of gender disparity in education. There are multiple and interconnected reasons why gender disparity persists in education. One, there are cultural and traditional beliefs. Often prioritize the education of boys who are seen as future breadwinners, while girls are expected to focus on domestic roles, caregiving, or early marriage. Number two is early marriage and teenage pregnancy. Also have a devastating impact on girls' education attainment. In many cultures, once a girl is married, her schooling stops immediately. Teenage pregnancy often forces girls to leave school either to stigma, school's policies, or the practical challenges of caring for a child. Next, there are gender stereotypes. Further reinforce inequality, steering girls away from science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects and pushing them toward fields perceived as more appropriate for women. Okay, the last is infrastructure issues, such as the absence of safe transportation, proper sanitation facilities, or secure school environments create additional barriers for girls. Okay. Next is access to education. Access remains one of the most critical challenges in achieving gender equality in education. In many rural and remote areas, children must travel long distance to reach school. This journey can be unsafe for girls due to risks of harassment, violence, or kidnapping. As a result, some parents prefer to keep their daughter at home rather than risk their safety. In addition, schools are often concentrated in urban areas, leaving rural communities underserved. Transportation is another major issue. Families may not be able to afford transport fees, and walking several kilometers each day is exhausting and unsafe. Furthermore, social norms in some regions discourage girls from attending school that are far from home or educational limiting their opportunities further. The lack of nearby, safe, and accessible school discourages enrollment and increased dropout rates for girls. Without immediate intervention, these access issues perpetuate the cycle of educational inequality across generations. Okay, next is quality of education. One is teacher bias. Even when boys and girls are enrolled in the same school, their experience and learning outcomes can be vastly different. Teacher bias, often unconscious, can result in boys receiving more attention, encouragement, and challenging tasks while girls are overlooked or given less demanding work. It limits girl academic growth and confidence. In Second is learning materials. Can also reinforce stereotypes. Textbook may portray men in leadership and technical roles, while women are shown in domestic or caregiving positions, such as portrayal shape children's perception of what is possible for their future. Last is the lack of female role models. In academia, politics, and technical profession further limits girls' ambition. Additionally, school may fail to provide a safe learning environment with cases of harassment or gender-based bullying going unaddressed. A truly equal education system must not only admit girls, but also actively ensure that they are taught, supported, and inspired to reach their full potential. Okay, next is impact on literacy and employment. Gender disparity in education directly impacts literacy levels. In countries where girls have fewer educational opportunities, female literacy rates are significantly lower than male literacy rates. This limits women's ability to access vital information, participate fully in civic life, or pursue higher education. A woman who cannot read or write has fewer options for earning a sustainable income and is more vulnerable to exploitation. In the workforce, lack of education translates into limited job opportunities. Many women are confined to low paying, insecure jobs in the informal sector. Without education, they have little bargaining power or opportunity for career advancement. This lack of economic independence traps women in cycle of poverty and dependence. On a large scale, countries with high gender disparities in education suffer economically as half of their population is unable to fully contribute their talents and skill. This not only slows economy growth but also perpetuates poverty across generations. Okay, next is government and policy intervention. Government play a critical role in addressing gender inequality in education. Free and compulsory education policies can help remove financial barriers for family, providing scholarship uh, specifically for girls encourage parents to keep their daughter in school. Number two is gender sensitive infrastructure, such as separate toilets for girls and secure school premises help create a safe environment that encourages attendance. In addition, government can work to remove gender bias from textbook and curricula. ensuring that both boys and girls are represented equally in all roles. Teacher training programs can raise awareness about unconscious bias and promote inclusive teaching methods. Public awareness campaigns can challenge harmful cultural beliefs and highlight the benefits of educating girls, not only for their personal development but for the prosperity of the nation as a whole. When effectively implemented, this intervention can significantly reduce the educational gap between genders. Okay, the last is conclusion. Gender disparity in education is a deep rooted issue that requires action at multiple levels: government, community, and family. Equal education is not just about fairness, but it is about unlocking the potential of an entire society. When girls receive the same educational opportunities as boys, they are more likely to become leaders, innovators, and active contributors to their communities. This creates a positive ripple effect. Like educated women are more likely to educate their own children, breaking the cycle of poverty and inequality. Closing the gender gap in education is a long term investment that pays off in stronger economies, healthier families, and more just societies. It demands sustained commitment, cultural change, and the belief that every child, regardless of gender, deserves the chance to learn, grow, and success. Okay, I think enough. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.